All right, let's talk about the 5 a.m. club. You've heard the hype, right? It's pitched as this secret weapon that CEOs and elite athletes use to unlock some kind of god-tier productivity, all before the rest of us have even hit the snooze button. But here's the real question. Is it actually a secret weapon, or is it just a really, really tiring scam? Well, I decided to find out for myself. I went all in, joining the 5 a.m. club for 30 straight days to bring you the brutal, unfiltered truth. So first things first, let's go over the promise, because joining this club isn't as simple as setting an alarm for an ungodly hour. Oh no, it's about following a very specific and honestly pretty challenging formula for your first hour of the day. It's called the 20-20-20 formula. So for the first 20 minutes from 5 to 5:20, you have to move, get your heart rate up, break a sweat. The next 20 minutes, you reflect. That means journaling, meditating, planning your day. And the final 20 minutes, you grow. Read a book, practice a skill, something like that. Sounds simple on paper, right? But in practice, so much harder. Okay, so with the rules in place, I started the experiment. Now, you have to understand, my normal wake-up time was around 7:30 a.m., so this was a massive shock to my system. And that first week, well, it was exactly as painful as you're probably imagining. I'm not going to sugarcoat this for you. Week 1 was just plain miserable. Waking up that early literally felt physically painful. My exercise for those first 20 minutes was mostly just me stretching and staring at a wall, wondering why on earth I was doing this to myself. And the worst part? The afternoon. Every single day, like clockwork, 3 p.m. would roll around and I'd hit this wall of fatigue. Just bam. I was so irritable, I couldn't focus, and all I could think about was crawling back into bed. My social life? Yeah, that was completely gone. You just cannot wake up at 5 a.m. if you don't go to bed by 9 p.m. The math doesn't work. So when friends would text about hanging out at 7, I was already in my pajamas. It was lonely. I'm serious, I considered quitting about a dozen times in that first week alone. This timeline pretty much sums up the emotional roller coaster of the whole thing. The first week was just pain and sacrifice. But then something weird started to happen right around day 10. A change. And this was the shift. Waking up was still hard, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't painful anymore. My body was finally starting to adjust. I'd finished the whole 20-20-20 routine, look at the clock, and it would only be 6 a.m. The house was quiet, the sun was just coming up, and I felt this incredible, powerful sense of peace and control. So, after a full 30 days, it's time for the verdict. Was it worth all that pain? All the social sacrifice? What's the real, brutal truth about the 5 a.m. club? Okay, let's start with the bad. It's not a magic bullet. It's not going to make you a millionaire overnight. The routine is incredibly rigid. It absolutely demolishes your evening social life. And yeah, it can be really lonely. But the good stuff? It was profound. That sense of peace and control was very real. It was proof that I could put myself first, and it let me start every single day with a powerful sense of intention. And that whole experience led me to what I think is the real magic of this experiment. It's a takeaway that completely reframes the entire concept. Because, and this is the big reveal, the true secret of the 5 a.m. club has absolutely nothing to do with the time on the clock. It isn't about the 5 a.m. part at all. The magic is in the uninterrupted hour. It's the act of carving out that first hour of the day entirely for yourself, proving that you are your own priority before the world starts making demands on your time. I've started calling this the golden hour. It's that sacred block of time you protect for yourself before your phone starts buzzing with notifications, before the emails flood in, before you have to react to anyone else's problems. This really shows the huge difference in mindset. Most of us start our day in reaction mode, right? We grab our phone, we rush to get ready, we're immediately responding to things. The golden hour completely flips that script. You start with intention. You're exercising for you, reading for you, planning your day on your terms. And that feeling, it is genuinely life-changing. So the big question, do I still wake up at 5 a.m.? Nope, it just wasn't sustainable for my life. But I also don't wake up at 7:30 and immediately grab my phone anymore. My new reality is this. I wake up at 6 a.m. That's my golden hour. No phone, just me, my workout, my coffee, and a good book. And that's the bottom line. The 5 a.m. club isn't some rigid rule you have to follow to be successful. Think of it as a tool. It's a powerful lesson that the most important hour of your day is the one you claim for yourself. And you don't have to wake up at 5 a.m. to get that benefit. You just need to wake up for you. So I'll just leave you with this question to chew on. You don't have to join the 5 a.m. club. But what would happen if you found and fiercely protected your own golden hour? Maybe it's 6 a.m., maybe it's 7, maybe it's even the hour before you go to bed. So what's your golden hour?